All right. So I'm going to give you a quick snapshot of Falcon Personal Security and give you an idea of what I do for a living. And that's just going to be a brief run, and then we'll go into some questions and discussion. So when developing proficiency, now this applies no matter if you're shooting a handgun, a rifle, or doing programming, computer programming. It doesn't make any difference. These principles apply. You always want to begin with the basics. You want to practice those basics, and you want to progress toward the advanced. And that's what I try to do with all of my clients. So just to give you an idea of some of my course offerings, the course that I get most call for is the basic pistol. And as the slide says, there's 6 to 8 hours of classroom instruction. This includes about an hour and a half brief on state and federal laws. I feel it's absolutely important that people understand these laws. And I did this because I had so many questions about them. So I went to my attorney and he said, yeah, we can do this. And so he put together a slide brief. And if you take a class at night, then he'll probably be giving you this legal brief. Otherwise, I'll be doing that. There's also 2 or 3 hours of range instruction. There are a lot of schools out there that will allow folks to just take a 3 or 4 hour quick book instruction and give them a certificate and then go off and get their concealed handgun permit. There's no requirement in Colorado that you have to go to the range and actually learn how to shoot a gun to get a concealed handgun permit. Now, personally, I think that's dumber than a box of rocks, and that's analogous to putting someone in an 8-hour truck driving course and hand them a set of keys and let them blast off down the highway. There's also a section on cleaning handguns, and that section is included in all of my basic classes. And I tell new shooters, don't buy a gun before coming to the course. I'll put enough pistols in your hand to let you see what feels right for you. Buying a handgun is exactly like buying a pair of shoes. If it doesn't fit you, you'll never use it, you'll never practice with it. The next course after the basic pistol would be a defensive pistol. That's a 2-day course. Now, NRA tells me that I should be teaching the defensive pistol in about 3 hours. I think that's wrong, and I've told NRA that. So I do a 2-day defensive pistol class. It's about an hour and a half brief on terminal handgun ballistics. And all that is just several YouTube downloads of what different bullets do in ballistic gel. It's very informative. Also goes in, we then go out to the range. We do 5 to 6 hours of range. And that course concentrates on drawing from the holster and eventually working up to using and drawing from a holster from a concealment garment and moving and shooting. And the prerequisite for that course is the basic pistol course. Another course that's really helpful, personal protection outside the home. This is a 2 4-hour classroom sessions, usually in the evening, concentrating on the mental aspects of maintaining awareness. And you can have the greatest gun in the world. You can be practiced, and you can be like Matt Dillon out on the street. If you don't have an awareness about you, it's going to that's your biggest hazard. Awareness is 95% of your personal protection. After the classroom portions, we'll go out to the range and spend about 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours of instruction, concentrating on concealed carry and drawing from the holster. We do a lot of holster work in this class. And also the prerequisite for this is also basic pistol. Personal protection in the home is basically like the outside the home. except it concentrates on in-home safety, and there's no holster work on in the range section, range sessions. Basic rifle is just like the basic pistol course, only it's for the rifle platform, and this is just basic rifle. After the classroom session, we'll go out and do 2 to 3 hours of range instruction. One of the things we do, and I didn't put it up on the slide, one of the things we do in the basic rifle course is we spend a bit of time actually zeroing in your rifle, making sure we get out to 25 yards and we make sure that you can actually use your rifle and use your sights. Shotgun is basically the same as the basic rifle, except instead of sighting in your shotgun, we will actually pattern your shotgun. We get out to about 25 yards and shoot at a target and see what kind of a pattern your shotgun shoots. And you're going to shoot a lot of clays. If you're the only one in the class, guess what? You're going to shoot up an entire case of clays because I'm not bringing any home. So you may wind up shooting over 100 clays out there. You know, if you have to go out to the range and shoot clays, could be a worse time. Defensive rifle and defensive shotgun classes. These are two separate classes. They're based on the defensive pistol class, pretty much the same, except obviously no holster work. And we spend a great deal of time on the range. The basic rifle or basic shotgun course is not required as a prerequisite, but it is highly recommended. And in conclusion, I don't normally read slides. That's an Air Force thing, but I'll go ahead and read this one. The thinking citizen considers and prepares for all eventualities, and in today's world, we need to do that. Preparation begins with the fundamentals and progresses to the advanced. The handgun personal protection package, which is basically what I've just given you a rundown for in the handgun classes, is designed to train individuals to use use of handguns for their personal protection, taking them from firearm novice to a confident, safe firearm owner. However, while a firearm can even the odds in an extreme situation, it is a tool of last resort. As I said earlier, the thing that's going to keep you safe in your outside environment and the inside environment is awareness. If you don't have a good awareness of your current situation, where you happen to be and what you happen to be doing, then you may as well paint a target on your back. And remember, the best fight is the one that never happens.